Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So after the late night Ethereum update here, got to do another one. I think we've got a bit more clarity about the lower level wave count now after the price action over the last few hours. To be honest, not much changed. Focus is still on the upside. As I said before, no change really. We've been waiting for that breakout that we saw here since when was it? We've been waiting for this for a week now, I think. Yeah, we've been waiting for that for a week when I made you aware about this inverse head and shoulders. Now we could argue maybe this still counts as inverse head and shoulders which broke out. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, two shoulders, I don't know. But yesterday we obviously identified here this smaller inverse head and shoulders pattern as well. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder. And we reached a perfect target that you would get by measuring the head of this inverse head and shoulders. So that all worked out. Now obviously we don't use these patterns very often. There isn't really a head and shoulders pattern in Elliott Wave. However, when you sometimes get confluence between, let's say, the Elliott Waves and patterns, then this, sometimes starts to look really, really good. And that's when I take them seriously. Yeah, because all it means is that the price was pushed down. Sellers can't push the price down any lower. They try it, can't really. Buyers push to the upside and break through. That's the inverse head and shoulders. So weakness in the sellers, strength in the buyers. And that's exactly what we observed here. Quite a quick recovery after dropping down into my support area. Here again is visible why I usually say that it's best to use limit orders, because you would have missed this one long position had you not used a limit order, because the price came only very briefly into my support area, which was based here around key Fibonacci levels for this wave 2 retracement. So the idea is that this was a wave 1 to the upside, a 5-wave move. Been talking about that all week, yeah. And then here, a wave 2 to the downside. Wave 1 up, wave 2 down, usually followed by a wave 3 to the upside. Anybody who missed the entry down here was aware about the breakout point that I highlighted as well of 12.27, 12.28. So another limit order could have been set here, but this is not nothing I would do. When buying a breakout, I would always make sure that the position size is very small, because you're far away from invalidation. You're far away from key support. I mean, the key support is still down here between 1100 and 1155 roughly, yeah? That's where the key support area is. If you now buy at around 1230, you're far away from support. Your risk coming down much lower. Your risk increases. The rewards shrink. And that's just the reason why I mainly buy support areas. Okay. I did buy a couple of weeks ago already, so I didn't buy this one because the price was very similar. Didn't see the point in buying again. And I moved up my stop loss yesterday. I mentioned that in the video after we now made a higher high. And so far it's working out. So my view is that there is upside potential still. Yeah, the market is purely playing out the Elliott Wave pattern here at the moment. This is going to be valid as long as we're holding the $1,100 level. Below 1,100, I think we're going to make a new low. First of all, to $1,000 and maybe lower. Short-term support is very important as well. What is the short-term support? So the level below which this particular pattern will get invalidated in the short term. That is here at 12.15, the wave 2 low. But actually already we are, if we say we are now in this white wave 4, we should in this pattern not drop below 12.47. That's the 50% Fibonacci retracement level. So 12.47 is the short-term invalidation point. If we lose that level, 12.15, and then we've got here 1200, 1180, 1100. Below 1100, that's the most important one. The most relevant one. Below 1100, my view is that we are probably going to make a new low. Okay, so if we now say we are in this third wave, been saying, I think for a week now, that the target would be around the 1400 level. That hasn't changed. But we need to understand where are we in the process of this third wave. So, first of all, I think we've created here a wave 1 to the upside. We've come down in a wave 2 in yellow. We then broke through here in this third wave. I think the third wave is still ongoing. We can see if it gives us a proper target for this third wave in yellow. Target would be around 1315. I think that's a very, very viable target. Focus, or this means, translated in TA language, if we hold 1250 now, 1250, if we hold that, because that is wave 4 invalidation point, then we should reach 1315 next. From here, we can expect a wave 4 shallow retracement and then to reach here the 1400 range, maybe the high 1300 range for wave 3. Yeah, we can calculate the target much better as soon as we know where wave 4 here in yellow bottoms. That depends on how high does wave 3 go. So we'll use these waves to calculate the target for the next wave. But this is sort of where we currently are. Those two moving averages here are still sort of in a bullish cross, so no reason to assume this is going to change here. We're currently moving sideways. It's perfect for a wave 4. It looks perfect like a wave 4. Doesn't look like wave 4 is over yet. This could become some kind of a triangle or maybe one more leg down. No problem, but as long as we stay above 1250, that's fine. And then we can continue to move higher. We had nice volume as well. So what can I say? It's playing out. And this doesn't necessarily mean that we are in a bullish breakout pattern, but it means that we're at least playing out a 5-wave move to the upside here. That would be my expectation. Is it guaranteed? No, but I think it's highly likely, as expressed in previous videos. And we're now in this next resistance area here. So I've mentioned a few times, this is not a target. This is purely resistance. Resistances are to be seen as separate from targets. But they provide here just resistance. That's what they do. So this is the area between 1270, 1290. So a breakout above 1290 would very strongly signal that we are heading higher here to around 1315. Okay, and that's my update about Ethereum. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.